Okay, so what I've done here is I've marked the pith, kind of goes like this, and this over here, and then I want two natural edge bowls out of this, one over here and one over here, and then I can get two solid bowls here and here, and then I'll have these quarter sawn pieces in here and here, and those could be used for a variety of things. So what I do is I mark these, I measure this out, so I've got a 5-inch bowl on the outside, about a 4-inch bowl on the inside, 2 inches of the pith, another 4-inch bowl, and another 5-inch bowl. And so I mark it out on both sides that way, and as you can see, I mark it across the top of the log, and it just helps me sight down when I'm doing my cutting. Alright, I'll get to cutting here in just a second. Alright, I have the log wedged in on both sides so it doesn't roll around on me, so it's nice and stable. You can see I got a little bit off of here, so what I'll do is I'll cut this across here like this so I can set it flat, trim that up later. Well, as you can see here, my table finally gave up the ghost after about 3 years, so I got a little repairing to do on that. So I set it up on a pallet over here. I'll be cutting the rest on this. So as you can see, now I've already cut this log in half in the field yesterday, and then I removed the pith just now. And so what I want to do is I want to equalize this out. And this is going to be a salad bowl, so there's not going to be a natural edge. So what I've done is I've measured across here. It's 8 inches here, and across to here is 8 inches. So you can see it's a little wider over here. So I just need to cut out a little bit there and cut a little bit more on this side. So let me get my doggies in a safe space, and we'll cut that up, and I'll be back in a minute. So what I did here is I just drew this as approximation of what a bowl is going to look like in here. If we were doing a natural edge, it would be the opposite way, where this would be where the spigot would go. Alright, that'll do it. So I have another one of these to cut up, and then I'll show you how I mark and cut up the blanks. Okay, so this blank is all ready for me to mark out, and so what I do is I take my calipers and I just put this in the approximate center and move it out to the edge, and check the other side, see how close I am there. So I'm close here, I'm close there, really close over there, and right on the edge here. So I'll move it back just a little. Okay, so now I'm right there, right there, right there, and right there. So that assures me, I just lock it into place, that assures me I'm going to get the maximum size out of this blank. So then I just mark it out like so. That's pretty good. You could go over a little bit more this way. Let's try that. There we go. Yeah. Very good. Okay, so I push that down in there a little bit and make a little mark. And this is where the awl comes in. What I do is I take my awl and I punch it into that mark. Okay, so I know that's the center. So when I get ready to put it on my lathe, I know where center is, so that I could either put a face plate on there or drill it out for my for my spur drive, and we're all set. On the bottom where the spigot's going to be, I don't bother, because what I want to do is I'll adjust the blank up or down, side to side, to get it nice and even on the lathe. And so that's pretty much it. I'll just take and trim this off now with the chainsaw, and I'll be back in a minute. I'll get that set up, get the doggies in a safe place, and we'll cut it up. Alright, here we go. Nice salad bowl blank. It is 21 inches by about 8 inches, and we'll get at least 2 nice big salad bowls out of this after we core it. So next I'll put up one of the natural edge blanks, and we'll do that. There's not a heck of a lot of difference, but I'll show you anyway. So this is a natural edge bowl. There's really not a lot of difference in laying out this side. The biggest thing about this is that it's obviously rounded all the way around, so you got to kind of use your wedges or whatever to keep it secure, especially when you're cutting it. So do just basically the same thing we did on the other one. Get an approximate center, side to side. That's pretty close. And then if the log is longer than the width, then you can either just mark it so that it all comes out in the middle like this, or if you got a feature that you want to remove, a knot or something like that, then you just move it over to the other side, away from that. And so that's what I'll do here, is I'll move it over to here. Looks like we're good there. Looks like we're good there. Tighten this up and make our mark. Then it's pretty much the same as the other ones. You just cut off all the corners and get it semi-round. So this is going to be where the live center goes, and the spigot. So when I take it into the shop after I cut it all up, I'll measure across this way and this way, find the center, and put my spur drive in there, just like you've seen me do before. So that's pretty much it. I'll go ahead and trim this one up. Then after I get done trimming this one all up, I'll be back for a few final words. Okay, we got a nice little natural edge bowl coming out of this, about 16 inches. So that's good to go.